Hello, everybody. This is Yankel.
Yep.
You may know me as Hope of Trade. I'm here with Ben. I'll say hello, Ben. Say hello, Ben.
Hello.
Yes. Okay.
I said hello.
I didn't hear you. We're here doing a character creation for Ben's character in the Conquest of Souls Dungeons and Dragons campaign. Yes, I did give it a name, and yes, it is a very cool name.
Oh, it's not DnD on the side.
Well,
Oh,
I
sad
had
face.
to, I had to scrap that. All right. So let's go ahead and talk to me, man. Talk to me about your character. What is it that you're doing? And
All right, my character's name is Telvas Darken. He's 24 years old. He is bald from extenuating circumstances.
okay.
6'2". You
Uh,
just want me to ramble off his backstory, or?
no, I'm gonna be asking you some more questions. You did tell me he was gonna be a human, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Um, 24 years old, 6'2". Does he have hair? You said he's bald, right?
He's bald.
Okay. Skin color?
He's a deep tan,
Okay. Are we talking like a
like a
Hispanic
farmer,
tan? Oh, like
like
a white
like
person.
like a farmer. Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. He's got all his teeth.
Yes, he's pretty much in perfect health. He's got a good build to his frame. Full mustache and beard. Although the one side's kind of a little shorter than the other because he's got a scar coming across his face and down the side of his face. He has his eyes glow a reddish hue.
Hmm. Okay. So he's human, and his eyes glow red. I'm assuming you're gonna tell us why they glow red.
Um, Actually, I was didn't really have like a deep reason behind that. My backstory kind of just blames it on the fact that he's of what happened when he was younger.
Okay, so
With
let's go ahead and jump into this backstory then.
All right, the memory of Tell's family still haunts him to this day. The blue flames engulfing his father and his sister, his mother's face as she gave her life for him with the magic and blood, the roar of the dragon and the deafening sound of its wings as it passed over him, the glint of beauty as the crimson monster flew off into the distance. Growing up was not easy for a boy whose eyes glowed. The other kids would call him a demon, or would ask him what he did to be punished in such a way. Tell's grandfather would console him with tales of adventure and great warriors, but was always wary of telling him of dragons. On his 12th birthday, Tell received something out of the ordinary from his grandfather, a glaive and a beautiful crimson dragon scale hung from a silver chain. Time you learned about surviving in the world, Tell's grandfather stated to him as if it was a passing fact. Overdue, actually. For the next 12 years, Tell learned about the ways of magic and how to fight with a glaive. Fascinated by fire, Tell learned quickly how to manipulate it. Only a few months after turning 24, a house in Tell's village caught fire. Without hesitating, he rushed in to help the woman who lived there. As he came upon her, the roof collapsed on him. Being afraid, the woman fled from the building.
Why didn't she flee when it was burning?
Hey, don't ask me. They're commoners. I don't understand. After it had burned out, the villagers were terrified to find Tell lying there unharmed. After that, no one would talk to Tell. Upon seeing him, they would walk away or close their doors. Figuring life here was lost, Tell was set off to experience the world and maybe find a purpose for his life.
All right, so pretty open ended, which is good for me. It makes things a lot easier. I mean, he was basically raised by his grandfather. He taught him how to use a glaive. Now, when you say glaive, what kind of a glaive are you actually talking? Like, what do you think in your
We're
head?
talking medieval glaive, the long shafted sword.
Long shafted sword.
I have a picture of it actually, somewhere around here. Where'd my iPad go? I had it on my iPad, so I could actually show you.
Yeah.
Um, pictures. No, that didn't come out good. Um, kind of what this guy right here is wielding.
Move it to the other side. Uh,
Hold on.
okay, so it's like a spear with just
Yeah,
like a
but it's got
sword
a
in.
sword blade on the end.
Okay, all
Uh,
right.
I have another picture of it, but it came out really, really fuzzy, so there's no real point.
No, that's fine.
But it's probably about the handle's probably about 3 feet long, and the blade also is about 3 feet long.
All right, so 3 foot blade and 3 foot half.
Yep.
Okay, that's cool. And how to work with fire magic. Not just fire magic.
No, he learned basic magic as well, but it's probably mostly like he's probably better with the fire magic.
Okay. Have you seen the schools of magic?
I believe I did. One of them was energy, I think. Hold on, I have the outline right here. Yeah, I saw it. It's probably a lot of general magic and then some fire magic.
Okay. So the way that I do things is if you haven't actually practiced with a specific type of magic, you cannot use it. Like you just don't know how. And if so basically like you can't just say, "Oh, he kind of knows everything." Like that's not the case. You need to have somebody teach you, you need to have practiced it, you need to have seen it, learned it in order to use it. So you can't really just say, oh, he got a general knowledge. Like general magical knowledge is that, but it's not like it's still you can have 20 points in general magical knowledge, and you still will not be able to use fire magic if you never learned how to use fire magic because you never fucking learned how to use it. So
Um, Pretty much all I think he would have learned to do was like daily chores stuff, like I don't know, getting the water to come out of the stream instead of having to like bend over with a bucket. He is a little bit of a lazy character. Um, Lighting fires with the fire. He had learned a lot more than that with fire, but might have learned a little bit of wind. I see no reason for earth for him. Light for sure, because at night he probably would have gone and checked on like the sheep and stuff. So definitely no light magic. A little bit of like whatever your healing is, and he
there's no
would have.
healing.
Oh, there's no healing.
Yeah, it's a zero healing campaign.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Well then, what would you use to like set like a leg?
You just use knowledge about that. It'd be like
Okay, and
intelligence or intelligence check.
he'd also know at least a little bit about imbuing his fire into the, or what he would have probably thought as imbuing his fire into his glaive. So probably at least the spiritual. I was planning on putting a point in spiritual,
All right. So
fire, and then general.
just so you know, you only actually have 4 total points.
Yeah,
To put
I was
into
gonna put
anything.
one. I was gonna put. I had already thought of like a ratio of where I wanted points.
Mhm.
There'd been one into the glaive, 2 into fire, and then I'm gonna take 1 out of the fire, unless you want to put it a different way. But at least have 1 in fire, 1 in wind, and 1 in illumination or illusion at light.
Okay. I mean that's fine. But yeah, that's cool. So there goes all that general magical knowledge.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. So I mean,
I
you can
thought
have
there'd be a
stuff.
little bit more points, but whatever. That's fine.
Yeah, it's only 4, but yeah, like I understand that what you're envisioning for your character is like a very utilitarian magic. So you're like, oh, he would have done just things that are useful. So if you want, you can actually take a point out of illusion and light, and then just have used like fire to light your way. You know, like
Yeah. Okay.
mm-hmm. Or I mean,
What is general magic in your campaign? And
general magic is just like I've been practicing magic for a very long time, and I understand how it works. So that's it. But like you can have all the points in general magic knowledge, but it's still not going to allow you to just learn how to use any specific thing. Like magic is not an easy thing to learn. and you don't just like with a weapon you just pick it up and swing it and maybe you'll hit. But with magic, it's not that easy. Like if you don't know how, you could think of it as like a pathway. If you don't know how to start on the pathway, you're never gonna see it.
Would general magic make it easier to learn magic?
Yes, it would if you know a lot of if you have a lot of points. Like whereas normally you would have a teacher teach you for a week on how to begin through the path of fire. It would just take you a day because you've been picking up. It's like when you learn a lot of languages, the next one's just easier to pick up.
I think I'm going to put 2 in fire and just leave general magic alone.
Okay.
Because I really don't know what I'm doing there. Like, I know you said it makes it easier, but I'll stick with what I can understand myself. So,
Okay.
2 in fire, 1 in wind, and then 1 in whatever weapon that
Glaive.
this will count as.
Okay. So yeah, it's basically. I mean, yeah, it's a glaive. Now here's the thing: would you consider it a precision weapon or like a just regular weapon? I mean, I'm not gonna say it's a heavy weapon because it's
I'm thinking it would be more of like something that would be a dex-based weapon instead of strength. Like this would be more like skill-based, so
Okay.
precision for sure.
Okay. All right. I mean, have you looked at what each?
No, I
Nice.
haven't, but I'm thinking
Okay.
of like how I personally
Right.
know how to use
Right.
one.
Mm-hmm.
So it's definitely more of a precision weapon than it is like a blunt force weapon.
Cool. All right. So hold on. I still have my font the wrong color. Oh no. Hold on. Okay. So we're putting 1 into the glaive. You said 2 in fire.
1 in wind.
And 1 in wind. Wind, water, heart. Okay. Now, for your non-damage stats, you have 5 points. So
5 points. Farm work's more laborious than it is strength, so I'd put up like 2 of them in constitution.
Okay.
1 in strength.
Okay.
Probably 1 in dex and 1 in intellect.
All right. And no wisdom, no charisma.
Definitely no charisma, because yeah.
He's not that guy.
Wisdom, he's kind of like he'd have your base wisdom, but he's not that old.
Okay, got it. No, not wise in the ways of the world. And you said his name was Telvest Darken?
Tel is first name, mid name is Voss, and then Darken is his last name.
TVD.
Yeah.
No, I was thinking of an acronym, but that didn't really roll off the tongue as much as I had hoped it would. So whatever. So Telvast Darken, 24 years old, 6'2", bald, dark tan, full beard of half your face basically. So how big is this scar?
The scar actually starts at like just like a small slash right here,
Mm-hmm.
and then like it goes across the back of his head.
Okay, and so how like he got that from when the dragon attacked?
Yeah. Basically, it was the dragon breathed fire on him and his mother. His mother put up some protective shield. I don't know, but it failed. She used her body to protect him, and that's what came through.
Okay, so you say it's like from where his jawbone?
A little bit of it on his jawbone, and then the rest of it is like arcing across the back of his skull.
And does it go down his back?
No, it's just the back of his skull.
Okay.
Like to the mid part of where you have that crease in your skull.
Okay. To the man, I used to know what that was called. I think it's the Squamous Suture. All right. Anyways,
I just know you don't want to get hit there by a mace.
Right. Full beard, no half face, not scarred. So is it like a burn? It's a burn scar.
Yeah, it's had enough time to heal where it doesn't pain him anymore, but it definitely doesn't look pretty.
All right, and there's no hair there.
Nope, and the rest of the area he keeps completely cleanly shaved.
Oh, so his whole head is bald because he.
Yes, whole head is bald.
All right, and then he just has a little beard, and then like.
He's got like a full like almost
goatee?
to the point of like you can braid it. He's got like a full beard.
Okay, except for this little patch here, which.
Yeah, where the scar goes across, there's like
Okay.
an area missing out of it, but yeah.
Okay. Color beard. What color?
Just brown.
Okay. Cool. 6'2", you said, like just medium build basically. Raised by grandfather, gave a crit. Oh, what are we doing with the Crimson Dragon scale?
It's just kind of like a memento. It's just something he wears around his neck.
All right, so you got it in like a little thong.
Pretty much.
Okay, cool. On his 12th birthday, learned how to use Glaive. All right, so why exactly were people not talking to you after? Oh, because you were unharmed.
Yes,
And they thought
by
that
the
was
fire.
weird as shit. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So, yeah, I can give you like a cool little thing. All right, but it's only going to be against natural fire.
Okay. Whatever.
Okay.
It's no big deal.
So
It was just kind of like a, oh shit, it's like he walked out of this without being harmed. Even if it was only once and it was just came from the amulet. I just wanted it from the background. Like, it's kind of cool. Or maybe that's where it comes from, is the amulet, or the dragon scale.
Okay, well, yeah, that would be better. That'd be better because yeah, that's pretty better. No, that makes a lot more sense. So Crimson Dragon scale. We'll say you take -3 damage from fire. All right, so that's pretty cool. Raised by his grandfather, Glaive, 12th birthday, spear, saved a woman from a fire. Are you like scared of fire, or it's just like nothing?
He's actually fascinated by it.
Okay.
He's kind of a pyromantic. Pyromantic.
All right, and then, all right, give me 5 words that describe your character.
Curious.
Personality. Curious.
Curious.
Okay.
He's a prankster.
Really?
Yeah, it's more of like just small pranks, like he'd pull him on his grandfather.
Okay.
Nothing like like the elaborate pranks that you see on YouTube, but just like small pranks. Steadfast, stubborn.
One more.
What is the word that you use for like the sudden spark of genius? Like, just sometimes it just clicks with him. Like, what is that word? Not spontaneous. I'm just gonna use intuitive.
All right. How are your social interactions with people?
He's kind of just curious. He's more of like, he doesn't have a problem talking to people, but when they ask him about himself, he kind of secludes off.
Okay.
Like, doesn't really want to talk about it because he's afraid people will shun him again.
Okay, that's cool. All right, man. Is there anything else you wanted to put?
No.
No. Is there anything to your liking? Pretty much. I got no problems with your point values and stuff, so yeah, looks good to me. Telvast Darken. 1 strength, 2 constitution, 1 dexterity, 1 wisdom. Now you do know that your weapon you need 2 hands to use it.
Yep.
Can you use it with 1 hand? Not to
Minimalistically, yes. You can do a sweeping action with it. If you leave off, like let's say you're fighting with it and you leave off, as long as you're not still trying to continually like fight with it, you can do something else with the other hand. If you fight with it like a boken, you can kind of use or not. No, boken is boken the word? Like a staff, basically. You can use 1 hand, but it's not like great.
Mm-hmm. All right. So you're not gonna ever like I'm gonna have a shield and just use it with 1 hand. That's like,
Bucklers don't get in the way.
What do you mean?
But bucklers, the little strap-on disc shields.
Oh, okay. Right.
And if I ever get to the
if you
point
strap it on, I guess it would.
Yeah, and if I ever get to the point of having a magic shield, I don't think that would get in the way either. Like magic based in front of me.
Right. Okay. So yeah, it looks good. 6 feet tall. That's pretty tall. I mean, that's the size of a person. So, all right. Any. All right. So that's it. We're done. Okay. Sounds good. All right. Anything you want to say to our viewers? This is going to be going on my YouTubes.
Watch, it's gonna be fun.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for watching. As always, check out my other YouTube videos if you like D&D, if you like League of Legends, if you like Pokemon trading card game online. Go ahead and check out that stuff. I know it's an odd mix.
No, it's
Yeah.
just the last one.
Oh well, I enjoy playing it. But yeah, so this is just one of the characters. If you want to look at the other character creation videos, check them out. They also go in depth onto the system that we're using for D&D, all the homebrew rules and stuff like that. So be sure to check all that stuff out too. And I basically just I can't wait. Really, it's gonna be good. I got some good stuff planned. All right, thanks everybody. If you liked the video, subscribe and thumbs up. Those are always great. Thanks for watching. Bye. Oh. Yeah, I meant to stop recording, not stop the call.